Hello and a very warm welcome to Daily F1 News. We'll fire through the topics quickly. In today's news we're going to cover McLaren. They want a review of the penalty system. More drivers speaking about mental health. Colombia, will it get a race? Vries is strongly linked with replacing Hamilton if Hamilton steps away. And Bottas is the best teammate Joe could have. So yeah, interesting topics today. So we jump into McLaren, and yeah, they want a review of the penalty system in Formula 1. Lando Norris is on 5, which is not a lot. If you get 12, then you will be in trouble. Yuki Tsunoda is in quite a bit of bother. You can only get 12 penalty points, and then you get a race ban. I forget who got one. Did Grosjean get one? A couple of years ago. But yeah, they want a review into the penalty system because it's very inconsistent. I mean, Lando Norris got 2 penalty points for pushing Perez off at Austria. And it was harsh. That was harsh. And to give him 2 penalty points. Max has got 7 as well. And he's got to basically not get too many by Italy. So, yeah, I think it needs to tweak the penalty system, especially when you're giving Norris 2 penalty points for a very harsh penalty in the first place. Jumping into other news, and again, drivers talking about mental health. We've seen Sebastian Vettel talk about this, Lando Norris and George Russell. It's not a weak thing to talk about mental health, and these drivers should be praised for talking about such a unusual topic. Not very comfortable to speak about it, but it's good that big names are coming out and speaking about it, because me, you, and everyone watching this video has probably suffered with the same thing. Everyone suffers from this, but not many people come out and speak about it. Obviously, the Formula 1 drivers have got a good platform, so why not speak about mental health? So I applaud them drivers for speaking out. Now, Colombia. And are we going to see a Colombian F1 race? Yeah, got the article up here. Colombia's president, Ivan Duque, has revealed the country is looking at putting forward a proposal for hosting an F1 race. President Duque said a semi-urban track could be built in the port city of Barranquilla on the north coast of Colombia. I'm probably butchering that, apologies. But yeah, there's a lot of interest, not just Colombia. A lot of people want to get their country on the calendar. We've already got a 23 race calendar. It's massive already. But of course, if you're Colombian, you're going to want a Grand Prix. Like, there's so much exposure if your country can get a Grand Prix. And Colombia, their best driver they ever produced was Juan Pablo Montoya. Yeah, should have definitely been a world champion at some stage, Juan Pablo. I supported him. Very aggressive driver. Jumping into other news, and Nick de Vries has come out the blue as a possible target to replace Lewis Hamilton if Lewis Hamilton steps away. Now, this one's a bit odd because we've seen Vettel linked, we've seen Gasly linked, Ocon, and now Nick de Vries, the F2 and FE champion. He never got a drive in Formula 1 when he was the champion. Now that he's been linked with a Mercedes drive, even though he's got no, real F1 experience. Yeah, I don't see too much into this one. I mean, surely if you were going to go for someone, you'd go Stoffel Van Dorn, wouldn't you? He's got F1 experience. So I don't know about that one. Think that's a bit of bullshit. Oh, what's that? Bill of freezing. No, we're back. Yeah, we're back. I thought we were buggered there. Yeah. So yeah, what do you make of that one? I think that's bullshit. I expect Lewis to continue anyway, but Yeah. Nick de Vries deserves a chance in Formula One, but to give him the Mercedes drive this early would be weird. Valtteri Bottas, Guan Yu Zhou saying Valtteri Bottas is the best teammate he could have, and he's going to have to be up to speed if he wants to be an experienced man of Bottas's caliber. I don't really get what Guan Yu Zhou is saying there. Bottas is the best teammate he could have, really? I don't agree with that. Guan Yu Zhou, if he starts beating Valtteri Bottas, that's going to be fantastic for him. Because people just see Zhou as a pay driver and lucky to be on the grid, given Oscar Piastri was the champion. So, today's news, we cover McLaren and they want a look into this penalty system. More drivers speaking about mental health. George Russell, Sebastian Vettel, Lando Norris. McLaren's Lando Norris has spoken around this situation, and he is proud to be an athlete who stands up. Norris on why he's happy and confident to be a mental health pioneer for F1. So yeah, that's good stuff. It looks like we got some freezing again there. Fucking hell, what's going on? Yeah. We're back again. Why does it keep freezing for like 2 seconds and then it comes? Encoder overloading. Don't know what that is. We'll have to look into that. I've not even got any browsers opened. I've closed them all. We've only got my YouTube open. Yeah, so more drivers speaking on mental health. Could Colombia get a Formula One race? Nick de Vries linked with Mercedes. And Bottas, the best teammate Guan Yu Zhou could have. Which is a strange statement. But really enjoying bringing out daily F1 news. A little 5-10 minute snippet of daily F1 news. And then, and we bring this out daily. Yeah. It's been very well supported, averaging a lot more views. So, yeah, people obviously like this idea. Comment down below your thoughts on today's news. Colombia, could it get an F1 race? I mean, if we're going to Saudi, Qatar and these places, why can't Colombia get a race? It'd be good to go to a track in Colombia. It'd be good to go to Colombia because... yeah, South Africa, places like this. I'd like to go to these places. We see what the future holds. Thanks for watching. Comment down below. Adios.